Voters are not real happy with this democracy because they don't feel like they've been told the truth, and they don't really feel like the Democrats have been honest and then gave them a role to vote for who they wanted. Because no, I get it. Please don't get me wrong. Everybody loves Kamala. Everybody loves her. Well, except for the Democrats, who, when she ran, let me count the number of delegates she got was, like, you count them on two hands. As long as these two hands have no fingers, then I can count. She didn't get any. So here's one of the voters for the Democrats is like, I don't really think this kind of democracy is good.
I think that if the DNC would have taken this path maybe 2 months ago, when these same problems existed, I might have leaned towards Kamala, our vice president. Now, knowing the things that they've been hiding in plain sight from the American public, I cannot find it in myself to vote for a Democrat, and potentially I might never vote for a Democrat again.
It's almost as if your arrogance is going to destroy you. That almost never happens. Now, the DNC chair wants you to know you do have a voice. Listen as he explains it.
What do you say to voters who feel that they don't have a voice in this process as it's playing out right now?
Well, voters do have a voice, and they had a voice throughout the process, throughout our primaries. And as a result of what happened in those primaries, we were able to get delegates that were elected from the states. And those delegates are representative of the people in the states.
See, that's the way it usually works in our democracy. That you go to vote, and you vote for a person, and that person has delegates. And then at the last minute, the DNC goes to those delegates and says, yeah, he's not going to be the... What do you think about this lady? And that's a fair representation of you. You had the choice. Now it's the delegates' turns. Really? Okay. You know, by the way, the latest Rasmussen report and poll shows from the Heartland Institute, 62% of national voters have concerns about cheating in the election. Shut up. 37% are very concerned, 25% somewhat concerned, and many Democrats were just digging up dead people to get them to vote. And they couldn't be polled. Nationally, a total of 18% of likely voters received more than one mail-in ballot or a ballot of person who didn't reside at their address. The total was 20% among battleground state voters. Oh, so if you live in Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, there's about 20% of the people in your state that got more than one ballot. What could possibly go wrong? Well, don't worry. Nothing will, because the press is there to take care of things. First of all, do not screw up Kamala or whatever her name is, because that is true racism.
This is an organization, this is a right-wing campaign that's going to be racist, misogynistic against the vice president, but we're going to stand on the issues and what really matters. It's the fact that she is qualified. They want to call her a DEI president or DEI candidate. She has more experience than Trump and J.D. Vance combined times a million, right? She worked at the state level. She was the attorney general. She's vice president of the United States. She was a senator representing one of the largest states in the entire country. And so these are just racist dog whistles. Whenever you hear DEI, I want you to think about the N-word. I want you to think about racial slurs. That's what they actually mean.
Boy, I got to tell you, he brings up a good point. Times a million. You know, I think that's it. It's all about racism. What a fresh new take. Now, not only are they going to bring back all the racism stuff, but also the press, who just told you Joe Biden was fine and there's no reason for a primary. You know, we don't need to have this big Democratic primary. He's going to be the candidate and he's fine. That press is now, he's done. Forget about him. Now they're all on the Kamala train. Oh, and they're teaching us all kinds of things. Watch.
Just want to do a little bit of record correcting. There's not record crime right now. Number one, Harris was put in charge, as you said earlier, of combating the roots of immigration. She was not and is not the border czar.
But I've asked her, the VP,
not the border
today,
czar,
because she's the most qualified person to do it, to lead our efforts with Mexico and the Northern Triangle and the countries that help. We're going to need help in stemming the movement of so many folks stemming the migration to our southern border.
We've been to the border. We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I don't understand the point that you're making.
I've never been to me. Oh, my goodness. So now there's this whole big effort from the media to that. The clips are here she is right here on CNN saying, yep, she's just been appointed the border czar. And now, as soon as she becomes the candidate, the same person, no, she's definitely not the border czar. That's a right-wing conspiracy theory. Oh, okay. You're still going down and doubling down on these lies. Oh, okay. All right, whatever.